Bitcoin Vault. Okay, BTCV. If you want to look it up, you can look it up on coinmarketcap.com. For those of you who are new here and you don't know what CoinMarketCap is, you've probably heard of the NASDAQ or the Dow Jones. Those list all the different stocks. CoinMarketCap lists all the different cryptocurrencies. So coinmarketcap.com. You're going to search right up here in the search bar. Right here, you're going to search for Bitcoin Vault. BTCV. BTCV is in Victor. V is in Vault. BTCV. There are two BTCVs. One's Bitcoin V. You do not want that one. It's a totally separate coin. Don't even know what it is. You want to make sure you have Bitcoin Vault. Right now, let me go ahead and refresh the screen. We want to get the most accurate price. So we're going to refresh the screen. Right now, guys, this coin is trading at $67.72. $67.72. This is one of the absolute best times to get involved. I'm going to show you why here in a second. But more important than price is volume. Guys, volume is the most important thing in trading. It's the most important thing in business. It is. Everybody thinks price is the most important thing. It's not. Volume is the most important thing. You know why? Because volume is supply and demand. That's what that means, supply and demand. You see, when you want to buy a product, you want to know there's a supply there to buy from. When you want to sell a product, you want to know there's a demand there to sell to. So supply and demand is the most important thing in business by far. You know, you look at companies like Facebook and Microsoft and Tesla and all these companies, and everybody thinks, you know, Mark Zuckerberg or Bill Gates or Elon Musk, they're worth all these billions of dollars. On paper, they are, but in reality, they're really not. You know, they're not worth as much as what they say on paper. Why? Because if they sold every single share of stock they had and they wanted to get out right now, they would probably bring down the price of their stock a good 70, 80%. They would have to put it that far below the current price just to get out. So what are they worth? They're really probably worth about 70, 80%, or I should say about 20, 30% of what they're worth on paper. And that has to do with volume. You know, volume is the most important thing. This coin is at over $30 million traded through it today. 30 million, guys. It's getting some really good volume. So let's go ahead and let's look at the charts. Let's look at the chart here. You're going to see that this coin started out in late March under $25. It absolutely rocketed up the charts to over $450 before having its first major pullback. And right now we're coming down. We're kind of settling in this zone. And once we turn to the upside, guys, I think our next major movement up is either going to be around 150 or it could be over here at 270, okay? And when I say that, I'm talking about it'll come up. It may pull back a little bit here. It may just zoom past there and go all the way up to 270, pull back a little before making its next run up. When it makes its next run up, I believe we could go on the second drive up, the second major drive of any coin, any stock. You can look out through history. It's usually about 300% of the first drive. So we're about $500 on the first drive. I think we can go up to about $1,500 on the second drive up over the next, few months. I think we can get up there pretty dang high, over the next few months to a year. You're going to really see this go on a tear. That's my own personal opinion. There is a possibility that we could see this spike down real quick, maybe to around $40, give or take some, right around the $40 range. We could potentially see what's called a flash crash where it comes down and pops back up. But either way, I think we're getting ready to turn the corner very, very soon. And that flash crash may not even happen. And here's why. Let me go ahead and refresh my screen. This is the exchange. This is one of the exchanges that Bitcoin Vault's traded on. It has the most volume of any of the exchanges. It's called MXC. And yes, I do trade it on here. Look at this. Look at this puppy. This is at the top of the order books right now. What's the order books? This is your demand. This is people wanting to buy, so think of it as your demand. This is people wanting to sell. Think of it as your supply and demand, right? There are 2,684 Bitcoin vault wanting pushed all the way up to the top of the order book right now as we speak. Guys, just shortly before this webinar, that order went on the books. I'm talking about within minutes before this webinar. Why do I tell you that? Because if you're looking to buy this coin, it's probably a pretty good time to buy, you know. Now, if it for some reason sells through this, you do want to have orders down to protect yourself just in case. But guys, this is, I mean, 2,684 Bitcoin vault. What is that dollar amount there? That's shoved all the way up to the top of the order book. That's a major order. 2,684 Bitcoin vault times 6820. That's only a $183,000 order, almost $250,000 order. So that's some pretty dang good volume. If you look at this side of the order book, I'm going to go to the red. We're going to see where 2684 is on up. Okay. So what this means is if we were to sell 2,684 Bitcoin vault right now, we could get out at 6820. But if we wanted to buy 2,684 Bitcoin vault right now, let's see where we'd have to buy them. We're going to go over here, and I'm going to scroll up, okay? And I can't circle it because I've got to hold it up there. Every time a new order comes in, it tries to boot it back to the bottom. But if we look at 2,684, we're looking at 2,684 roughly Bitcoin vault. We're at about $85. $85. So if I wanted to sell 2,684, I would get out. I could get out now. If I wanted to buy it, I'd have to go put my buy price at $85. I would take the price up to $85. Now look, right here, you see this order just stack on top? That's a pretty dang good size order. 200 Bitcoin vault just came in as we were speaking. Why? What happens? Think of it as this. It's the demand. It's the same thing in business. Hey, I want it at this price. The next guy says, no, I'm not. I want it at the next best price because I'm not going to get in below that price. There's too much. Look at that volume racking up 505 Bitcoin vault as we speak, 563. And so what happens is the next guy comes on and says, you want it at 6820. I'm going to take it at 6868. There's going to be a guy probably come on top of here. And then he's going to say, you know, you guys all want it at 6868. I want to get it at well, he's going to have to buy up because the price is 68.69. So he's going to say, "Oh my gosh, I want it at this price," and you're going to see this puppy shoot up. Okay, that's supply and demand. Look at that, just busting up there. Look at that volume. Wow. You know what? I think you can go watch me execute a trade as we speak. I had some Bitcoin vault down here set to buy at $32 to protect my order way down there just in case of a flash crash. But when you see stuff like this, I'm going to go ahead and buy up, guys. I'm going to go ahead and buy up at 68 and 68.84. Maybe you should do it. Maybe not. I'm going to go ahead and see here. 57. Maybe I need to go 68.90. 68.90. Heck, I'll go up there. I'll go up to 68.90. I'll go buy the 57 Bitcoin vault right now. Boom. Now see how it took that off the side? It's buying my order right now, 68.90. So you've got this pressure. This is pressure, buy pressure. This is demand. Think of it as a Black Friday. You ever seen those videos where all those guys are in at Black Friday and they're busting in the door and they're running over to the next cell, right? And they're grabbing and snatching and whatnot. That's what demand is, right? That's called demand. And you see that in the market, and you start seeing these orders stack up, which what happens is, like I said, it pushes the price up. So you guys being here, I know we don't have a lot of people on this webinar today. You know, it's a Friday. Sometimes we have a lot, sometimes we don't have very many. But today, we don't have a whole lot. But you guys are getting a real treat because you're actually going to see this live. And I know Peter out there, he likes to trade along with me. Peter's probably seeing this and just salivating right now and saying, oh my gosh. And I would venture to say Peter's probably out there saying, oh, I need to go over there and buy some right now. Peter and I chat a lot and text message because we do trade. So let's go back over here and let's talk about Bitcoin Vault. But I thought, you guys should see that. What makes this coin so special, guys? And we'll come back in. We'll check on this here from time to time. Nick, keep us posted. Let us know when that takes its jump up. All right. So why do I like Bitcoin Vault? Well, guys, it really boils down to the technology of this coin. The technology of this coin is second to none. And this coin has the same limited supply as Bitcoin. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin, and there will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin Vault. You've got all these different coins on the cryptocurrency market. Some have tens of millions, some have hundreds of millions, some have billions, some even have hundreds of billions of coins for their total supply. But Bitcoin only has 21 million, and Bitcoin Vault only has 21 million. Why do I tell you that? Because we're on even ground, guys. We're on even ground. Same limited supply will ever be in existence as Bitcoin. But quite frankly, Bitcoin Vault is a better coin than Bitcoin. And here's why it's a better coin than Bitcoin. Let me go over here, and you're going to see. So the reason that this is a better coin than Bitcoin is because it solves a major problem in the cryptocurrency market. What's it solve? It solves the problem of theft. People stealing. It solves that problem. And, the thing about Bitcoin is while the blockchain itself, while Bitcoin is not really easily hackable, you can't hack Bitcoin. The problem is when you put that Bitcoin in an individual digital wallet, hackers can hack into that wallet and steal your Bitcoin. And if they steal your Bitcoin, guess what? Your Bitcoin is gone. Exchanges have been hacked to the tune of hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars, guys. It does happen. It's a very real problem in the cryptocurrency market. Think of it like this. If I have my money in my wallet and somebody comes along and pickpockets my wallet, what happens to my money? It's gone, right? Well, the same concept in cryptocurrency. If you send your Bitcoin to a wrong address, guess what happens? It's gone. Bitcoin Vault solves that problem. And here's how. Bitcoin Vault has a private key. They also have a quick 10-minute transaction key, and then they have this cancellation key. And this is really the key to it all, figuratively speaking. Why is it the key to it all? Because what that allows you to do is if somebody hacks into your Bitcoin Vault wallet and they steal your Bitcoin Vault, you can retrieve it all with the push of a button. You can retrieve it all with the push of a button. I mean, think about that, guys. How big is that? To solve the problem of theft, there's no other coin on the market that has this technology. And so I know it raises other questions. People say, okay, well, what protects the merchant? What protects somebody from purchasing goods and then just charging all their Bitcoin Vault back? I actually have an answer for that. When you make purchases, you'll use either the first key, the private key to make that purchase. If you do, that transaction settles in 24 hours. After 24 hours, you cannot retrieve it. So, if you're a merchant, you're probably not going to ship out goods for at least 24 hours anyways. If you're peer-to-peer and you're doing business in person or you're doing business with a trusted friend or associate, you can use the third key, the quick 10-minute transaction key. Transacting that way acts just like Bitcoin. You cannot retrieve it if you use the third key. So everybody says, okay, why can't a hacker just hack into the third key? Here's the answer. In order to hack Bitcoin Vault, you would have to hack both the first key and the third key, the quick 10-minute transaction key. You would have to hack two different devices simultaneously at the same time. It's hard enough to hack one device, let alone hack two of them simultaneously at the same time. And so this really makes this a technology far superior to any other coin on the market. It protects the merchant and it protects the consumer. It really makes Bitcoin Vault the ultimate store of value. Same limited supply as Bitcoin, 21 million. Keep that in mind. If you wonder how big this coin can be, ask yourself one question. Institutions are coming in the crypto market. That's no secret, okay? Institutional money is coming in the crypto market. Guys, guess what? Those guys do look to buy low. They're very cerebral with their decisions. They look to buy low so they can really capitalize when it's higher. But more importantly than that, If you're a hedge fund manager, would you rather keep your coin, your store of value in a coin, so that if it's stolen, you can never get it back? Or would you rather keep it in a coin that if it's stolen, you can retrieve all of your assets with the push of a button? You see, once you understand that, you understand how big Bitcoin Vault can be. You know, I believe this is a coin that's going to be in huge demand by institutions. Think of an institution coming in the crypto market today, seeing what they see on the charts. Which do you think they would rather be in? Not only do they get the security, but they get the upside. A coin that has all this support building up, that they have all the upside, or a coin that just went up essentially 50%. They're looking to get the upside. They're looking to get the security. They're looking at all those things. Guys, it's not unfeasible that Bitcoin Vault couldn't catch Bitcoin. It's not even outlandish to say it couldn't overtake Bitcoin. Are we going to do it overnight? Certainly not. But as more and more people and more institutions find out about Bitcoin Vault over the coming years, what do you honestly think is going to happen to this price? Could you see it going to 1,500, 5,000, 10,000? I mean, the sky's really the limit. So what is the opportunity? Well, the opportunity right now is for you to mine the coin. And you're able to mine it at an expedited rate. An expedited rate. What rate are you able to mine it at? Well, you've got to understand the way cryptocurrency mining works. It starts out really fast and it slows down with time. Okay, Bitcoin mines at a very slow rate right now, and it gets slower and slower. Every 4 years, it actually gets slower and slower and slower. Right now, Bitcoin is mining at 6 Bitcoin every 10 minutes between all the miners in the world. When I say mine, I'm talking about mint. That's how they mint new coins in existence until they reach that total supply of 21 million. It'll take over 100 years from now to mine all Bitcoin in existence, until the year approximately 2140. Think about that. About 120 years from now. Bitcoin Vault's no different. It'll take over 120 years to mine all Bitcoin Vault in existence. But since it's a newer coin, the mining has been expedited. So right now, Bitcoin Vault is mining at the rate of 125 Bitcoin Vault every 10 minutes, as opposed to Bitcoin that's only mining 6. In May of next year, that mining rate will drop to 100. In November of next year, it'll drop to 75. And over the next 4 years, the mining rate will continue to decline until it catches Bitcoin. Once it catches Bitcoin, it'll mine at the exact same slow rate as Bitcoin. Why do I tell you that? Because the time to get involved is now. It's not tomorrow. It's not next week. It's not next month. It's not next year. It's right now. Because you'll mine, just like people mine in Bitcoin in 2009, 2010, you'll mine more Bitcoin Vault right now than you ever will be able to mine again in history. Okay? So, let's go on. How do you mine it? Pretty simple. The way to mine it is, first of all, how we figure the mining is off of a formula. We take the coins mined minus the electricity cost equals the mining reward. Coins mined minus electricity cost equals the mining reward. Okay? The company that we're mining it with is a company called Mining City and Mine Best. Mine Best is the company that developed the coin. Mining City is their marketing arm. They're two separate companies, but it's the same individuals behind both of them. Now, I want to let you know. I want to stop here just for a second because I want to let you know. I realize that there have been less than worthy companies in the past. There's been a lot of them. This company is much, much, much different than all those other companies. In fact, I wish they would have came along before all those other companies because they wouldn't have even existed. This company is the absolute real deal when it comes to mining. They have corporate offices in Warsaw, Poland. They employ over 350 people. They have a massive mining farm in Kazakhstan. They have a really big mining farm that they're building in China as well, and they already have parts of that mining farm open. This is not a rinky-dink company. The guy who founded Bitcoin Vault, Eyal Abramovich, he actually is an inventor. He's invented many different consumer electronics, some of which you may even recognize. And what I do towards the end is I'm going to play a video so you can actually see for yourself their mining facilities, the people behind it, and the due diligence that we did on this company. I want you to know that this is much different. Is it real? Absolutely, and that video I play will definitely answer that question. So let's go on. This is a picture of a little section of their mining farm in Kazakhstan. You're going to see that in the video. There's another picture of another section of their mining farm. Scrolling down here, you can actually put the coordinates in Google Earth. You can see it for yourself. Pretty cool. And if you're free to travel, go visit them. Their door's always open. They want people to go visit their mining farm so they can be a testimonial for just how real this company is. And if you're not able to travel, once we're able to travel, you can go visit them as well. Going on here, computer's got to catch up. The mining machines they use to mine Bitcoin Vault, they're the exact same mining machines that are used to mine Bitcoin. Okay, it's what's called a proof of work coin. Very efficient mining machines. How do you get involved? Really simple. You're going to sign up to the person who invited you here. Okay, they're going to give you a link. You're going to purchase a mining plan. We're going to talk about that in a second. And then you're going to begin mining Bitcoin Vault. Okay, you're going to begin mining Bitcoin Vault 10 days after your purchase. Why 10 days? Because they have to get your equipment set up. They have to get it calibrated. Bottom line is they have to make sure that your hash power is accounted for. And I want to let you guys know that's the reason that I feel good letting people know about this company. This isn't just another money game or recruiting scheme or any of that. Can you be rewarded for referring people? Absolutely. You can be rewarded very well. We're going to talk about that here in a second. You can accumulate more Bitcoin Vault. But I want you to understand this. The mining itself is not dependent on the constant recruitment of people in the company. The mining itself stands alone. It's based on mathematical algorithms and all those good things. And that's what I really love about this company. Even if another person didn't come in the company, because, guys, there's only so many people on planet Earth, let's face it. Even if another person didn't come in the company, the mining is still going to do what the mining is going to do. It's not dependent on the constant inflow of people. So that's what I really like. You're going to sign up to the person who referred you, purchase a mining plan, begin mining 10 days after your purchase. What are the mining plans? Well, let's go over them here. They have about 6 different mining plans to choose from. All the mining plans pay out for a period of 1,200 days. People say, what about weekends and holidays? Guys, rain, sun, shine, it doesn't matter. Every single day for 1,200 days, that's over 3 years and 3 months, you're going to get a mining reward of Bitcoin Vault deposited into your wallet each and every day. You're really stacking the coin, just like the people in 2009, 2010 did with Bitcoin, stacking the coin into your wallet. So let's talk about those plans. All the plans, the dollar equivalent is paid for in Bitcoin or Bitcoin Vault. So I want to stress that. All the mining plans, you have to have Bitcoin or Bitcoin Vault to purchase them. If you don't have Bitcoin, get with the person that referred you. They'll help you get Bitcoin. But the primary plan is $300. It does 3 terahash. What's a terahash? Basically, it's your mining power. Okay? The more terahash you have, the more coins you mine. A $600 plan is 6 terahash. The bronze plan is $1,200. It's 12 terahash. The silver plan is $2,400. It's 24 terahash. The gold plan is $4,200. It's 42 terahash. And the platinum plan is $12,600. It's 138 terahash. In fact, you get a bonus 12 terahash with your platinum plan. So everybody says, okay, Dwayne, how is this company different? Approximately how much am I going to mine with all these different plans? Understand this, how this company is different from companies of the past. I feel like sometimes people don't explain it the greatest, because I know how affiliates explain things. Get in and make guaranteed money. Guys, it's not one of those things. This is not, can you get in and make money? Absolutely, you make money every day, but it's not about that. This company does not sell a security. They do not, I want to stress this, they do not guarantee a return on your dollar. This is not like companies of the past. Can you make dollars? Can you make Bitcoin? Sure you can. You can make that when you take them to the market to sell them. But we don't have a crystal ball to know what that price is when you go to sell your coins. You see, the only time the price matters is when you go to sell, not when anybody else sells, but when you sell. And we don't know what that price will be. There's a chance it could be lower than where it is now. There's a potential, a very, very good possibility it could be much, much, much higher than where it is now because of this technology. You know, think of the people mining Bitcoin in 2009, 2010. They didn't have any idea of exactly how big it would be today. So what this company is saying is basically, hey, we're going to guarantee you the hash power based on that formula, coins mined minus electricity cost, to mine Bitcoin Vault for 1,200 days. You're going to get a daily deposit of Bitcoin Vault into your wallet. And then when you go to sell it, it's going to be worth whatever it's worth. Okay? So how much coin is each one of these plans mining currently? Well, let's start out here with bring up the calculator. And I'm going to have to do the calculator with this one today, guys, because the mining reward, it was 150 just a few days ago, and it actually got cut in half. So the primary plan is, let me punch this in the calculator. It's going to mine about 0.0015 Bitcoin Vault. Let me write that down here. 0.0015 Bitcoin Vault. This is what it's currently mining. Understand that the mining rate will decline little by little with time. But since it just halved, what's called it just reduced, it just went down just this week, it's going to be mining pretty much this rate for the next 6 months for the most part. Maybe a little bit less as more people come in, but for the most part, it's going to be mining at this new rate. So the next plan, let me go ahead and delete my drawing. The next plan is the $600 plan, and it's mining at the rate of 0.003 Bitcoin Vault per day right now. The plan after that is mining at the rate of, oh, dang it, I deleted my drawing. That's fine. The plan after that is 0.003 times 2. The bronze plan, the $1,200 plan, is mining at the rate of about 0.006 Bitcoin Vault per day. The $2,400 plan is mining at the rate of about 0.012 Bitcoin Vault per day. The $4,200 plan is mining at the rate of about, I'll tell you in a second, about 0.021 Bitcoin Vault per day. And the platinum plan is mining at the rate of about 0.06, 0.07 Bitcoin Vault per day. Okay, that's the current rate that they're mining. So it's about stacking the coin in your wallet each and every day, stacking and stacking and stacking. How can you accumulate Bitcoin Vault? Well, you can be very passive. You can mine it passively and get a mining reward for 1,200 days. Or you can accumulate much more Bitcoin Vault by referring others, by telling other people about this. And let's talk about what you can accumulate from referring other people. So once you purchase a mining plan, you're able to start referring people. The first way to be paid is basically you get a one-time bonus on all these different ranks. The rank is dependent on the plan that you personally have and your team volume. Okay, I'm not going to go through these line by line, but your rank is basically your plan and also your team volume. The one-time bonuses start out at the city manager rank. When you reach that rank, you get a one-time bonus of 3,500 in Bitcoin Vault. By the way, if you hit that rank by the end of the year, we're going to give you, either Adita or myself is going to give you a round-trip airline ticket to Poland and a week hotel. Guys, sometime next year after the pandemic ends, probably around March, we're going to go visit the corporate offices. We're going to go enjoy ourselves over in Europe, visit the corporate offices, and take a week-long vacation. If you hit that rank by the end of the year, we're going to give you a round-trip airfare ticket and a week-long stay in your hotel. The next rank is the city chief manager rank. You get a one-time bonus of $50,000 in Bitcoin Vault when you reach that rank. The city mayor rank, you get a one-time bonus of $100,000 in Bitcoin Vault. And the governor rank, the highest rank, you get a one-time bonus of $350,000 in Bitcoin Vault. Notice I said in Bitcoin Vault. Why is that so big? Guys, that's huge, because when the price of Bitcoin Vault is lower like it is now, if you hit that bonus now, you're getting a lot more Bitcoin Vault than if the price is higher. Give you an example. If I pull up my calculator again, you're really going to see this thing. Pull up my calculator, and I'm going to figure this up. One-time bonus. Let's say you hit this $50,000 rank, guys. Let's just say you hit the $50,000 divided by the current price. It's about 67. You would get about 746 Bitcoin Vault. If you were to hit that bonus today, $50,000 worth of Bitcoin Vault's about 746. Why is that so important? Well, what happens if the price goes up to $1,500, like we were talking before? Well, 746 times 1,500, all of a sudden that $50,000 bonus is not a $50,000 bonus anymore. That's a $1.1 million bonus. You see, you're paid in Bitcoin Vault. So if you're holding that Bitcoin Vault and the price goes up, you're making many more dollars on that bonus. That's huge. And you can do the math if it goes up even higher than that. So you got these one-time bonuses that the dollar equivalent is paid in Bitcoin Vault. That's the first way to be paid. The next way to be paid is what's called a binary. What's a binary? You have two legs and only two legs, okay? All your volume goes down one of these two legs. You refer on two people, you put person here, you refer on a third person. They go underneath one of these other legs. These guys refer people. All the people they refer, those people refer people. Your upline, when they refer people, they can put people in your leg, and those people can refer people. And it's everybody working together, but all your volume flows down these two legs. And so what happens is, as mining plans are purchased, they're assigned a certain number of points. The primary plan, $300 plan, you get half a point. 600, you get 1 point. The 12,600, you get 21 points. You figure out really quickly that for every $600 in mining plan purchases, it's equivalent to 1 point. So every $600 purchased in mining plans down those legs, between the people you refer, they refer, so forth, your upline, spillover, all that good stuff. Every time you get 5 points on your left and 5 points on your right, you cycle and you earn $200 in Bitcoin Vault. Guys, right now, $200 in Bitcoin Vault, that's about 2.5 Bitcoin Vault. Actually, no, that's not. That's about 3 Bitcoin Vault per cycle, 3 Bitcoin Vault per cycle. What that means is if this price goes up to $1,000, that $200 worth of Bitcoin Vault that you were paid is now worth $3,000. Imagine cycling 2-3 times a day and making $600 worth of Bitcoin Vault. And now it goes up to $1,000. And that $600 worth of Bitcoin Vault you made today, when you retroactively look back, you really made $10,000 for the day, because it's paid in Bitcoin Vault. So let's go on here. Take advantage of that, guys, because while the price is lower, you make much, much more Bitcoin Vault when you cycle. How many times can you cycle a day? Well, that depends on the plan that you have. Let's talk about that. If you have a $300 plan, you can cycle 1 time a day. If you have a $600 plan, you can cycle up to 4 times a day, and you can make up to $800 worth of Bitcoin Vault each and every day. Guys, that's life-changing for a lot of people. $800 a day is pretty good. All the other ranks are dependent on the plan that you have and your team volume. But the highest rank, the governor rank, is you can cycle up to 14 times a day and make up to $2,800 worth of Bitcoin Vault each and every day. And believe it or not, this isn't even where the big money is paid. So let's talk about that. The next way to be paid is what's called a binary match. Pretty simple. What that means is your organization. What's your organization? It's the people you refer, the people they refer, the people they refer, so forth and so on. Anytime they cycle in their binary, you make $10 in Bitcoin Vault. It may not sound like much, but imagine building out an organization and all of a sudden you have 100 people cycling a day or 1,000 plus people cycling a day, that $10 can add up very, very, very quickly as your organization grows. How many levels down in your organization you can get paid is dependent on your rank. The highest rank you can get paid up to 11 levels. What does that mean? That means everybody that you personally refer, everybody those people refer, everybody they refer, down 11 levels. Anytime anybody any of those guys cycle, you're going to earn $10 match in Bitcoin Vault. It can be very, very substantial. And then the last way to be paid, and guys, this is what you really want to listen to, okay? This is huge. This is my favorite part. This is where the really big money is made. This is the unilevel / 5-up portion of the comp plan. So what happens is, in the unilevel, the first 5 people that you personally refer are considered your team A. You're going to earn 5% every single time they purchase a mining plan, okay? You're going to earn it on their initial purchase. If they upgrade, they purchase another one, you're going to earn it again every time they purchase a mining plan. On your team B, the 6th person over to infinity is your team B. Anytime they purchase a mining plan, you're going to earn 10%. And there is a little caveat to this. I want to let you guys know this. Why do you want to get a higher plan? Here's why. Let's say you refer somebody over that's your 6th personal referral, for instance, and they get a $12,600 plan, and you would earn 10%. Well, that's $1,260 that you would earn on their purchase worth of Bitcoin Vault. But you're only at a $1,200 plan yourself. Let's say you're only at a $1,200 plan. Instead of making 10% off of $12,600, you're going to make 10% off the plan that you have. You're going to make $120. So instead of making $1,260, you're making $120. You don't lose the remainder. You don't lose it. It's just locked. It's just put on hold. It's locked in a vault. And once you upgrade to the $12,600 plan, the platinum plan, then it's released to you. Okay. So that's how that works. Same way with the 5%. That's why it's really good if you're really planning on accumulating a lot of Bitcoin Vault to go ahead and get the highest plan that you can get. So let's go back to this, okay? 5% on the first 5 people you refer, 10% on the 6th person on. Look at the difference. Here's where it gets interesting. If you look at the difference, there's a difference of 5%. Where do you think that difference goes? On your first 5 people, this rolls upline. But on your 6th person on, the first 5 people they refer, the first 5 people your 7th person refers, the first 5 people your 8th person refers, the first 5 people your 9th person refers, and so forth and so on. Whenever they purchase mining plans, that 5% rolls up to you. But it gets even better. Every one of those people are now coded to you. So the first 5 people your 6th person refers, each one of their first 5 people, and each one of their first 5 people, and each one of their first 5 people, same way with your 7th, 8th, 9th person on down. And it just keeps going. Each one of those people's first 5 people, and so forth and so on. Every time they purchase a mining plan, it rolls up to you. You earn 5% of their purchase. That's why you want to be qualified at a much higher mining plan if you can get qualified at a higher mining plan, because you want to make all that commission. You literally can be paid on an organization of hundreds, if not thousands, if not tens of thousands of people. This is really for those people who want to roll up their sleeves and get to work. So just to recap, we got the one-time bonuses. Once you hit those ranks, you're paid out one-time bonuses. We got the binary. 5 points on the left, 5 points on the right. You cycle, you make $200 in Bitcoin Vault. We got the binary match. Anytime somebody in your organization cycles in their binary, you make a $10 match. And then we've got the unilevel / 5-up portion of the compensation plan. And you can literally make 5 to 10% on the mining plan purchases of a countless number of people. And again, what are we paid in? We're paid in Bitcoin Vault. We're paid the dollar equivalent in Bitcoin Vault. When it's lower in price, it takes more Bitcoin Vault to equal those dollars. When it's higher in price, it takes less Bitcoin Vault to equal those dollars. So you can really accumulate the Bitcoin Vault, especially right now by referring others and letting them know about this spectacular technology and this coin that we believe is really poised to shoot up the charts. So what's it come down to? It's really simple, guys. You have the opportunity to mine a coin with an exceptional technology. You're able to accumulate it through mining at an expedited rate, and you're able to accumulate it by sharing it with others. Mine a coin, great technology, at an expedited rate, and accumulate it through mining and referring other people. Simple as that. So if you're out there watching and you're new, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to play this short video, and I'm going to show you the company. You're probably saying, this looks really good. I just want to know that this company is absolutely the real deal. I'm going to show you this video. It's about 15 minutes long. If you haven't seen it, you need to watch this because it's really going to give you that peace of mind. It's going to give you the ability to know what mining plan you want to purchase, what mining plan you want to purchase. And in this video, you're going to find out, you're going to see the mining farm, who's behind it, our due diligence. There is a point towards the first of the video where he walks out on stage. It looks like the whole video is going to be him talking on stage in a long, boring video. It's not. It's about a 20-second clip, so don't drop off there. It's about a 20-second clip. This will go through clip after clip after clip after clip. And at the end of this video, I'm going to check back in. I'll do one last roll call, see if there's any questions. If not, we're going to go enjoy our weekend after that. So enjoy the video, and I will talk to you guys here in just a few. Let me go ahead and bring it up here. It is right here. Oh, by the way, let's check back in on that price before we go on that video. Let's see what the price has done. Told you we would check back in over there. It is still kind of gaining support. You see, you got these orders just keep stacking on top of each other until it's like a volcano, and then eventually it erupts and it shoots up. So it's still building support. Still really good time to get involved. So let me go back over here to this video. I will talk to you here.
Our visions on the new trends in digital mining. Please welcome the CEO of MineVest, Ayo Abramovich.
Standing in front of the 5 first containers. We just arrived, and this is our design. We accommodate 600 Antminer SDs. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ayo Abramovich. I'm an electronic engineer. In the last 20 years, I invented several consumer electronics products. I invented, I wrote patents, I raised investments. I went to China to manufacture, to learn how to manufacture, and eventually succeeded after some hard work. Eventually succeeded to put some consumer electronics products on Amazon around the world, and on QVC TV channel, and it sells pretty well.
And, one of the things that I'll tell you that I did at that point in time is I literally stopped taking anyone's word for anything. I started doing my own due diligence. I did in-depth research on each and every company prior to joining. Still got fooled a couple times because owners sometimes lie. And then I turned around about a year later and started the Is It a Scam group on Facebook. And I started calling out the scams and showing people the results of my due diligence and starting teaching people how to identify scams. One of my members in that group messaged me and they showed me 2 websites side by side that use CGI images as a header one labeled Mine Best, and the other we called Mining City. When I first saw this, I called it a scam. And based on the fact that we had numerous scams, including several mining scams like AWS and all these others, Mining Max, I wanted people in my group to understand I didn't want them to get involved in a new scam because I didn't want them to lose any money. But then something kind of unique happened. I got a message from Eyal Abramovich. He reached out to me on LinkedIn. He started a very nice conversation with me. Unlike most of the time when you call something a scam, the guy behind it, they'll argue with you, they'll threaten you, they'll do all these things, but not Eyal. He was very nice. He sent me a bunch of information, and that information led to my due diligence. So I want to talk a little bit about him so you guys know who he is, because without him, without a doubt, I wouldn't be here, okay? So this is what I'm going to tell you up front, based on my research, and I'm going to prove it to you. Number one, Eyal Abramovich is an inventor. He was an inventor for the Israeli military before he went to the private sector. He made high technology products for the military and the public.
I just can't believe the wonder of this feeling too. I just can't believe it's true. Ah, sugar.
He's been a cryptocurrency miner. He started Mine Best in 2017 with $1.5 million of his and his family's money. Mine Best has been awarded as one of the top 10 mining pools in the world. Mine Best has been awarded as one of the top 10 mining pools in the world. And I'm going to show you all of this, guys, so you know. But here's the cool part. He, as an inventor, he gets this thing in his head sometimes where he's getting into something. And, he started in cryptocurrency in 2016, started his own mine in 2017, but in 2018, he wasn't done. So he decided he wanted to take that open source project and he wanted to turn it into something that would actually work. And that resulted in Bitcoin Vault, which is the #1 and only coin in the industry that's theft proof.
Anti-theft solutions, when someone steals Bitcoin from you, it's very hard to retrieve it. It's a process. It's possible. It's complicated. There's about 1 million coins that are still lost.
Now, we're going to talk a little bit more about that in a little bit, but here's some of my actual due diligence. The first thing that I did, because if the guy's an inventor, you have patents. So I looked up his name with the word patents beside it, and I had all these screens pop up, several of them. The guy has a lot of patents. I mean, he really is that guy. Chief technologist Eyal Abramovich has extensive experience in military and advanced commercial technology. Here's the next one. Now, this is a big company, guys. If you don't know who GigaLinks is, they've been around for a long time. It's also an Israeli company. Unbeknownst to me, he made this product called the GigaLinks Converter, which actually was sold to Sony. Obviously, a big project, made millions of dollars. But here's another thing that shows you right on the website. He was actually the CEO of the company, okay? The GigaLinks Converter. And here's another product on the bottom that's called the WeMe Massage Robot. Now, this product is actually kind of unique because I've actually seen this product on the Home Shopping Network or some type of shopping network. Eyal showed me how much he made off of it. A single sale in a day, almost $400,000 in a day. You have a guy that gets into mining space in 2017. He's not just in the mining space. This guy is a featured speaker at mining events all over the world.
My name is Eyal. I come from Israel. Originally, I'm an electronic engineer. I'm an inventor. I like to solve problems. I see myself as a creative person.
In the top left, you actually have the Team Blockchain Summit. The bottom one, I can't tell you exactly where this is at, but this is another summit.
We are here to open the bridge, open the door, for everyone who wants to see what is outside China. Maybe you will change your mind about this, and maybe you will say, okay, I want the best, I want also the safety, I want cheaper electricity, and maybe this will change your mind. This is why we are here for.
And then in the top right, you have another one actually where he's here talking at the Miner Summit in China. And then in the bottom one, this is the Global Mining Leaders Summit in 2018. And if you notice all the way to right here, you'll actually see his photo, and that's him sitting in the chair. I was realizing that this company that I had called a scam was probably not a scam. That's where I was at about this stage. And then I heard a story. And the story is kind of a unique one, where Eyal and Greg were actually, because you have to understand the relationship. You know, obviously Eyal was the CEO of MindBest, and Greg was the MindBest vice president of marketing. And one day they were speaking at a convention in South Korea. And while they were there, one of the guys in the audience, his name was Hanil Park. He's the head of Item Group. If you don't know what that is, it stands for International Digital Asset Management Group. And I actually knew who this guy was because I had been in a different company with him before. So when I heard that, I was like, whoa, hold up a second. I heard this guy's name. And so what I'll tell you about Mr. Park is this. He is, without a doubt, a go-getter. One of the best, and he's also very smart. So he was noticing with his other company that some things weren't adding up financially. So immediately, when he heard these guys speak, they made sense. So he asked them, please, let's have a chat. And so they ended up going out, sitting down, having a chat. And this is where the beginning of Mining City began, where they started to formulate a process. Now, Eyal has a relationship, obviously, with the government of Kazakhstan for MindBest. So Greg actually left MindBest and became the CEO of Mining City, while Hanil Park became the master distributor and the number one earner in the company, guys.
And I took a big decision to step out from consumer electronics and to start Bitcoin mining. That was the point in my life that really changed everything, not only to me, to many, many people. And I took about $1.5 million family money, invested in Kazakhstan data center to mine Bitcoin, where the electricity prices there are very competitive compared to all around the world, with 3 cent electricity kilowatt hour. And I got connected to Mr. Park in South Korea. He was already a great marketer, selling mining products to another company, which they weren't so happy with the transparency of the company and the performance. And he came to Kazakhstan with a translator. We still cannot communicate. We have translators between us. And I showed him everything, the cost of the electricity, the cost of the miners, and the profits and how to calculate everything, he was very amazed, and we understood we have a great opportunity to start something new together. And together with Greg Rogovsky, that time he was my VP Marketing and MindBest, and we decided to separate the businesses and create Mining City. Mining City started as an idea that Mr. Park can bring a lot of individual customers, and we as MindBest will have to accommodate big spaces. And today I'm the 100% owner of MindBest, and Greg is 100% of Mining City, where Mining City is responsible for the marketing, and MindBest is responsible for all the technology and all the data centers. And that was the second data center we built, already for Mining City customers, 20 megawatt in Kazakhstan. That was the third data center. You see already MindBest logos. These are the containers inside. These are special computers. We buy them in China in big quantities. And this was one of the first biggest visits of 2 buses, came from 4 different countries to visit the data center from China, South Korea, Vietnam, and Japan. And after that came people from 50 different countries. Over a few hundred people already visited the data centers. And when people come and see in their own eyes, it's completely different. I cannot describe here the feeling. The noise, how big it is, the heat, how hot it is, and these facilities also create a lot of coins. This was another facility, even bigger, 50 megawatt, with visits. This is MindBest Power Box, and here how it is connected to the data center. You can see here in the picture a power station can support up to 4 gigawatt, and they still have 1 gigawatt available. And guys, that's the time. We can take everything. And what you see here is the long building is 50 megawatt data center. And that was the first data center to mine Bitcoin Vault all around the world. And you are welcome to visit there when it will be possible for you guys. This is how it looks from the inside. It's very big and noisy and very impressive, like the movie of The Matrix, if you remember. Many machines, and consume a lot of electricity and generate a lot of coins.
We are looking for a very big office right now in Warsaw because we're expanding so strongly. And so it's very much a company in constant development. And no day is the same. And I know a lot of companies claim this, but it's really actually true for MindBest. I've worked in different companies, and I can say this is the most dynamic company that I've worked in, I think, throughout my career. So what's the vision? Well, obviously we need to build up capacity because you guys keep growing so hard, you know, and you're doing such a great job that we have to keep up, right? Because what we sell, we need to cover with capacity, with hatch power, and so forth, right? So we are building up facilities constantly. We're looking constantly for cheap electricity. One of the main reasons why we are becoming one of the top brands in the world right now in terms of mining, literally, is because we have access to very cheap electricity. We have good relations in Kazakhstan. And towards the end of this year, we will have roughly 150 megawatt operational already. That's already a very big amount.
So what would be what percentage of the hash power would that be?
Well, it depends on what the size of the global network will be at that time. But right now, it's roughly about 80 etahash, which means that would amount to, let's say, somewhere between 1.5% to 2% of the entire global mining network. That's a big amount for one company. In